everyone. This is Ben at Truly Simple Solutions, and I want to show you a truly simple way to run your syncs without having to do a password every time you do the sync. Now, typically a company might have techs out in the field and someone wants to sync what they did that day. They might run it at the end of the day, so they'd only have to sync one time, putting in their password. But if you wanted to sync after each job as you go through the day, typing your username and password every time can seem like another whole step to do when you're running service calls. So one of the ways to set this up is in FlatRate Pro, you add, well, in FlatRate Pro you've got your user accounts set up for all your employees, and if you set up the identical user account in FlatRate Go before that you distribute it for each username and password, then you can actually have them log in to FlatRate Go with that username and password, so that it doesn't have to request it when they sync. So I'm going to show you, if you've set that up, adding the user account name and password to FlatRate Go before it's distributed or deployed, then when you're in FlatRate Go, so that's we're on the iPad right now in FlatRate Go, and you notice this upper right hand corner where it shows the battery charge of 29%. Just below that there's a little gear icon. If you select that, that takes you to a menu here, and you'll notice in the middle of it, it says Perform Script. So when you when they first open and log in to FlatRate Go, if they go here after opening it and just click Re-Log On, and then log in with their username and password, which I've already done that here, so they would just put in their username and password and then say OK. I'm going to say cancel because I've already logged in. And on a previous video, we made these changes here to the condensate pump installed and electronic air cleaner. We've set those as the add-ons at the add-on pricing. So we want to have that reflect in FlatRate Pro. So I'm going to flash over there on the screen for a minute, so you can see we're in FlatRate Pro over here. Here's that same quote to Matt Warden, and you can see right here it doesn't have the rate code of add-on, and the pricing is different. So this one's at $14,385.73, and on the iPad it's $14,171.19. And so what we want to do is go ahead and run a sync on this. I had zoomed in a little there. Go back out. And so all I have to do is touch the sync button, and it goes straight into the sync without the password being asked for, because it can log in directly to GoSync Host with that user account that you've set up in FlatRate Go before you deployed it. The same way you set up, and we'll flash over and look at it in FlatRate Pro, but it's the same way, same screen, you add the accounts. Okay, now this is done. It said one thing didn't process, but it actually did. It's another thing. We won't go into that right now. And so that sync is complete. And now we're just going to jump over here to FlatRate Pro. And you can see now it's at the add-on price, and it's the $14,171. And the way that works in preferences, so this is Pro, but it's identical screen in FlatRate Go on the computer before you deploy it to the technicians in the field, or if you've already done so, you'll just redeploy it, and you'll just add in their account name and password identical to what you've set it up in Pro. You do it in FlatRate Go on the computer, then go ahead and redeploy it. And once they have that, they can log in directly with their password, like I showed you on the iPad, and then they can sync without having to enter the password every time. And that's another simple time-saving solution. Thank you for your time.